What's going on in here? Silence! That's better. Now, all of you sit down. Adam,
Yes, God?
please tell me what this is all about. Why is everyone arguing?
Well, sir, it's about all the work you've been doing this week. You've been very busy, God.
Yes, I have, Adam. I have spent the last 6 days forming a world and creating things to put in it. This was not an easy task, even for me, which is precisely why I was trying to get some rest.
That would explain the pajamas. Nice fabric, by the way.
Thank you. I made it myself. Now, tell me, Adam, why was I so rudely awakened from my heavenly slumber? What's all the shouting about?
Well, it didn't start out as shouting. We were simply admiring all your handiwork.
That's right, God. I was saying how beautiful the stars were. The way they twinkle and shine. They're mesmerizing.
Thank you, Eve.
One compliment led to another, and we all found ourselves quite pleased with how your creations had turned out.
I'm so glad you approve. But if that's the case, then why all the arguing?
It started when a certain thought was voiced. That's when everything began to turn ugly.
I see. And what was this thought?
Who?
Or what?
Sorry. Who or what is the most important part of your creation?
Light.
It's darkness.
Light.
Roof. Animals. Roof.
Plants.
Here we go again.
Enough!
And that's where you came in.
So, let me get this straight. It's only been 7 days since the creation of the world, and already all of you are fighting over who? Excuse me? Who or what is the most important part of it?
Pretty much. Right, everyone? Yes, I think that's it.
I see.
If I may, Your Holiness, may I address you as Your Holiness?
God will do just fine. Thank you.
As you wish, God. I am here to speak on behalf of water and sky and seas and land. And when I say land, please note I am including plants, grass, trees, of course including me, and the vegetation of any kind, such as fruits and vegetables.
Thank you for clearing that up.
And I, Roof. God, Roof. I'm here to represent all the living animal creatures. Roof. Birds, fish, livestock, wild animals, reptiles, insects, birds of every kind. Roof.
I think I get the idea. And let me guess, you two represent the sun and moon, right?
The moon, as well as darkness, God.
Only 7 days, and already we have the making of the world's first lawyers. That didn't take long.
God, what's a lawyer?
You'll find out soon enough. With all this arguing going on, I don't suppose there is any chance of me getting any more rest today, is there?
It doesn't look good for you, God. However, since you're already up, perhaps you could help us settle this argument.
Yeah. That way we'll know once and for all who or what is the most important part of creation.
Roof. Then we can stop arguing and you can get back to the rest. Roof.
Since it seems this is the only way I'll have any peace today, I'll do it. Have a seat, and I'll hear you out. This ought to be good. Let's start with you.
On behalf of the sun, that's me, and light, we feel as we're the most important part of creation because we were created first.
That's not entirely true. I believe the heavens and the earth were technically created first.
Alright, maybe technically that was correct, but no one ever counts the heavens and earth as first. We do know, however, that the first thing you said was, "Let there be light," which proves my point. Light is the most important thing of all.
I beg to differ. Darkness was here before light. No one created darkness, it just was. Therefore, darkness is superior.
But without light, God couldn't have seen what he was doing when he finished creating everything else.
Which brings me to the reason I believe me and my friends are the most superior. If it wasn't for the separation of water and sky and land and sea, everything else was created after us would have been drowned. The world and all that was in it would have been over before it was began.
You can't drown light.
You can't drown darkness either.
Oh yeah? Well, if darkness is so great, then why did God make the sun, which gives off light?
You're not so special. The moon gives off light too, you know.
You poor, misguided dust pile. No, it doesn't. Actually, the moon only reflects the light from the sun. Which means, no matter how you look at it, you will never outshine me, 'cause you just ain't that bright.
It's not true, is it?
I'm afraid she's right.
But without my gravitational pull,
Roof! What's that?
and you think I'm not that bright? The moon's gravitational pull is like a big magnet, and without me, the Earth would spin out of orbit and out of control. So while I may not be all that bright,
You said it, not me.
maybe so, but I'm the only thing holding this world together, baby. So I'd say that makes me more important than you. For that matter, I'm more important than any of you. Without me, you'd all be dead. So there.
Moon does make a good point.
Roof! So he helps hold the world in place. Big deal. Without me and my friends, the world would be boring. We're the ones who make it fun and interesting. That's more important than some big magnet. Roof!
But without plants like me, creatures like you wouldn't even be able to breathe. Trees give off oxygen, which is what creates the air you need to survive. I'd say that's pretty important. More important than a yappy little furball like you.
Roof! You can't see air. You can't pet the air or take it for a walk or cuddle up with it at night.
But without trees, you have no air. Without air, you die.
If I was like you, I'd die anyways, from boredom. Roof! At least God was creative when he made us. We're all different colors, shapes, sizes, textures.
So are plants, fruits, and vegetables. Ever seen a pineapple? An ear of corn? A flower? Those things are unusual. Very creative, if I must say.
Thank you.
Please, that's nothing. Have you ever seen a platypus or a porcupine? Or how about an anteater? You don't get any more creative and interesting than that. Roof!
Oh yeah? Well, if it wasn't for us, you'd have nothing to eat. None of you, including you, Dog, Adam, and Eve. That's why plants and vegetation are so superior. We're keeping you all alive.
Okay, I wasn't going to get into this, but since you brought it up, I feel I have to say it. I hate to burst any bubbles here, but I believe I am God's most important and superior creation.
Oh,
Adam, I would be careful if I were you.
It's true, I'm automatically superior.
and how do you figure that?
Don't go there, Adam.
No, it's okay, God, I got this one.
I'm waiting.
Look, you know I think you're a terrific gal. You're pretty and you're fun to be with, but the fact is, God made me first.
So,
So, he made me first and he put me in charge.
in charge?
Yeah, he told me to rule over the earth, the animals, and all the plants and stuff. See, I'm the one who takes care of you guys. I gave names to all the plants and animals, and I water all the plants so they'll grow. Not to mention, I keep out all the weeds. I'm the master over you, over all of you, really. Sun, you shine during the day to keep me warm, and moon, you shine at night so I can still see in the darkness. And you both help me keep track of the days.
But you can't even bear any fruit. That doesn't sound like a superior being to me.
Yeah. Roof!
You're right, tree. I can't produce fruit.
Oh yeah?
But have you ever asked yourself why you bear fruit? You said it yourself a minute ago. It was for me. You work for me. Without me, you have no reason to exist.
Huh?
And you too, little doggy. You were made for me to play with and enjoy. Without me, you wouldn't have a best friend.
And what about me? Isn't all of this creation for me too?
Sure it is. But I already told you. God must have thought I was more important because he made me first. So, while I hate to brag, it's obvious that I am the most superior and most important part of creation.
Is that a fact?
I'm afraid it is. After all, You were made from a rib taken from me. Don't get me wrong, you're a fine girl. But I don't see how you can ever be anything more than second best.
I see. Well, here's what I think.
Oh no, here we go.
See, I think God may have put you in charge in the beginning. But after a while, he could see you were struggling and couldn't handle everything on your own. So that's when he created me. He felt that he needed a helper, someone who could do it all,
I tried to warn him.
someone who actually knew what she was doing.
You know, that's starting to hurt a little.
After all, once God created me, he didn't see a need to create anyone else, did he? Not like he did with you. And why would he? He achieved perfection when he created me. So my darling Adam,
Here it comes.
even though you think you're superior, I think I must be the superior one. You're useless without me.
Whoa, that was impressive.
That's what you call impressive? Nobody's more impressive than me.
Don't start, son.
What's the matter, Moon? Can't take the heat? Afraid of a little competition?
What competition? You're nothing but a big ball of gas.
Ha ha ha.
What are you laughing at? Without me, you'd never grow. You'd be nothing more than a tiny seed rotting away in the ground.
Roof! Here we go again. You think you're so superior. Roof!
I am.
Be quiet, dog. Nobody's scared of you. You're just a walking flea bag.
Takes one to know one, I guess.
You really think you're so much better than the rest of us?
I know I am.
Silence. Sit. All of you. I don't believe what I'm hearing. For the last 6 days, I have put a great deal of thought and effort into creating each of you. And instead of getting along and admiring the unique qualities of each other, you're fighting over who and what is the most important part of my entire creation?
About that, I just have one question. Was Eve right? Did you create her because I wasn't good enough?
No.
I knew it.
Then why?
None of you are any better or any worse than the other. I created all of you to exist together and to depend on each other. Not one of you here could survive without the other.
Not even me?
Not even you, son. Moon was right when he said, without darkness, there could be no light.
Yes.
That's the real beauty of my plan. Don't you see? You're all important. You're all superior. Not to each other, but simply because I made you.
But why did you make light first?
I had to start somewhere.
Why not make me first? Do you like sun better?
No. I love you all the same.
Roof! How can that be? You made humans last, so aren't they the least important? Roof!
Watch it, Furball.
You're all missing the point. It's not about who I like better or what I created first. You all need each other in order to exist and survive. Okay, let's say you're putting together a puzzle. What piece do you start with? Some people start with the edges, some start in the middle, and some start with an area of color.
So which way is right?
They all are because it doesn't matter where you start or where you end. No matter how you do it, you are going to create the same picture.
And it's the whole picture that is important, right?
Right. Each individual piece fits together with another to create the entire picture. No single piece is more important than the other.
And even without one piece, the puzzle isn't complete.
Now you are catching on?
So, you're telling us we're all equal?
Yes.
Roof! But when it comes down to it, you are really the most superior being, because without you, none of us would survive.
Forget about surviving. None of us would even exist without God. He's the genius who created us.
Well, I don't like to brag.
I think we get it now, don't we, guys?
We're sorry we disturbed your sleep. You can go back to bed now and get some rest if you want.
Thank you. I think I'll do that. I'm a little tired. It's been a long week. Good night, everyone.
I feel kind of bad now that we are fighting over something so silly.
Ruff! Me too, especially since we are all important.
I wonder.
What?
Well, I know we're all equally important in everything, but I wonder, if God had to choose which part of his creation looked the best, who would he choose?
Ruff! That's an easy one.
It sure is.
Me.
There is beauty in each and every creation of God. Everyone is important and everyone is equal. That is how God made every little creation on earth.